Greetings everyone, this is Dweller from the North, and finally the fourth game of the Skogståget tournament is going to get back wrapped. Been on a vacation, and it's for the delay between the matches. Didn't really have the time to finish it all up before I went abroad. So anyhow, this game I'm up against the Demon Legions. I am in this stage of the tournament. I've actually have one loss and 2 wins, so I'm not doing too poorly. My goal is always to win more than I lose, so if I can win this, yeah, then I can relax for the rest of the tournament. So, to my opponent's list. So, as a Moth Akan, Hammerhand, Wizard Master, Evocation, Iron Husk. Yeah, big one, big monster. Sentinel of Nukuya, on Throne of the Oracle, General Wizard Master, Thaumaturgy, Greater Dominion of Sloth, Withering Vapor, Mark of the Eternal Champion. Yeah, big guy on inside the unit of lemures, I would say, and then 10 lemurs, whatever. Champ Standard on Natural Roots, 17 lemurs, full command, 21 succubi, musician, Smothering Coil, 6 hoarders, Smothering Coils, full command, 5 hellhounds, Legion, Threshing Engine, Divining Snout, that's a big chariot, right? 5 Furies with Red Haze, 5 Bloatflies, Champ, and Broodmother. Yeah, I've played against Daemons quite a bit, but never. It's always a hard matchup. Play against them, to be honest, with Sylvan Elves, especially the Lemures, all that toughness, and now 2 Wizard Masters. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, deployment and Vanguard. I got the chance to deploy first, and so I did, and dropped everything. This is how it looks after Vanguard. So the scenario in this one is, you can see the coins in the middle of the table. Scoring units, I believe, and maybe characters even, can, or maybe even anything except fast cav can take those coins, and depending on how many you have, you get the scenario. This, I believe it was actually 4 on the table. This is the other side. So my game plan at first was to try to go in between the general and the chariot to just, with 1 unit of Heath Hunters, to just get out of line of sight. Unfortunately, in the last second, my opponent saw it and henceforth persistent hounds as he did, and so see. I don't think I'll do that anymore. Otherwise, just quite a battle line, protecting the forest, protecting the wizard. Most of all, those spells are going to be important. So my turn 1. Yeah, you can see it. He offered me since the deployment in this one wasn't exactly 24 inches away, it was I think only 18 or something. So I had I think I needed to roll a 10 or 11 with the Wild Huntsman to charge that 10-man unit of lemures, and since it was on a hill, rerollable, so I thought, why the hell not? So I went for it and I succeeded, so that's actually pretty huge. I tried to fit 1 unit in with the Heath Hunters in the middle between these lines. Couldn't really fit it. I wanted both of them to be sure that the hounds would be dealt with, so I just retreated with them instead. Over here, just advancing. Thicket Beast standing on 2 of the objective markers, hoping that they are probably the best unit in my army to actually hold any kind of objective or markers or anything. And over here, yeah, I destroyed the 10 lemurs with the Wild Huntsman. Very good, very nice. I overran into the Furies, which is even nicer, taking care of this chaff. I shoot with the Heath Hunters on the big maw, and I think I do a couple of wounds on him, actually. So, fair enough. Over here, getting off either stone skin, I think it's healing waters even, on thicket beasts. Just pumping up that survival, and of course the throne goes in as well. Here you can see that killing the lemurs, overrunning into the furies. So yeah, that's a really good start actually. And here just positioning the wild huntsman to be able to charge the drones, kind of pushy. But keeping my positions, keeping all the angles as good as I can. Trying to box him in so I can have the board control. So yeah, only one of them more. So Demon Legion's turn 1, he just advances with that big thing. It has, I can't remember the movement, but it's actually quite long. So yeah, he just runs forward. Otherwise, he just shuffles the rest of his army to face the bulk of mine. Kind of ignoring the Wild Huntsman. That's really nice. Over here, failed charge with the Succubi. Or he charges the Heath Hunters, and of course, they flee. And they just, yeah, failed charges. He doesn't want to redirect them or anything. Other than that, he just shuffles up, working the angles as good as he can. Those blow drones are a really wide unit. So hard to maneuver. The Wild Huntsman, no problem with Furies, kills them and reforms. I think in the magic phase he actually kills off also, you can see the bit of the front rank of one of the Heath Hunter units. He kills off, I think it was like 5. But yeah, with 2 masters, with demons and all, he had so many spells. It's insane. Yeah, it's hard to keep them all at bay. So my turn 2. I'm thinking, why the hell not? Let's go for it. Charging the Wild Huntsman into the flank of the lemurs with his general. I mean, if I'm really lucky, I can kill off a few, maybe win with some. If I'm even more lucky, he will crumble a bit. Then he will probably reform. He won't, in the flank, he won't probably kill too many Wild Huntsmen in return. And I can retaliate quite a bit, maybe, and even get a wound or 2 in on his general. I just want him out of the action and negating his magic missiles, because those things will kill someone else like nothing else. Other than that, the Heath Hunters just dances out of the arc of the maw, because why would they not? Sacrificing the Dryads to the maw just to trying to keep it away from the rest of the army for quite some time. That was the idea, and I charged both the Avatar, the Tree Man, and the Dragon into the lemurs. It wasn't even that. I think I need to roll like 6 on the Avatar and the Tree Man, and 7 on the Dragon. I failed both the first 2 to my big horror, and then I was actually quite lucky to fail it with the Dragon as well. So yeah, but I'm standing there in a pretty bad position. Just now he can pick the charges, and that's never good. Over here just shuffles up the thicket beasts, preparing the eagle. Also the Heath Hunters, just it's all about plinking away the wounds on the maw right now. That one is so scary. Over here he gives me a chance, and I charge the blow drums with the Wild Huntsman, thinking that I won't kill the unit. I should kill a few, maybe even half of the unit. That was my thought, at least. But they won't survive that. It just dealing some damage. And over here, plinking away, and you can see the combat as well. I think I made another wound or two on the maw. Well, Huntsman actually kills off quite a few of the lemurs, but he passes his crumble test and he reforms, just as expected. Over here, I actually killed 2 drones, and then he just bashes me in return. My hope was to actually survive with at least one of the wild huntsmen, because it's quite a lot of combat rest, and he's not steadfast, so he could actually crumble quite a bit from it. So that was the dream, the hope. But killing 2 drones, I'll actually live with that. And yeah, I'll cast Healing Waters on the avatar as well in my magic phase. Another picture of that. So going to Demon's turn 2. Yeah, he has taken 4 wounds on the maw. So yeah, I got some wounds off in the shooting phase, which is really nice. So he charges the maw into the dryads, just as expected. Then he charges, to get to the next picture, he charges the chariot into the avatar and the succubi into the treeman. Yeah, that's not that good. Healing Waters hopefully will help a bit, but yeah, at this stage I'm hoping to survive with them. Failing that combo charge was really bad. And here's movement with the drones. It just shoves up, getting some angles, so we can do counter charge as well. With same with this. I can't remember the name of them. The Monsters Infantry, the tough ones. Whatever. He kills off the last Wild Huntsman on the left flank. Expected. I think I did a wound on his general. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, it's not that many guys left in the unit. So yeah, that's how I usually use my Wild Huntsman. Normally I play them quite badly because I just sacrifice them. And sometimes it's worth it. In this case, I'm not too sure about it, to be honest. But yeah, they have worked wonders. In my experience, if you don't get them into combat quickly, they will just get eaten up by shooting or magic missiles. And with this magic, I was just going for it. And here, to my big surprise, he actually only kills like 2 dryads. Didn't do anyone in return, and I actually stance, which is actually, yeah, I don't know if that's actually pretty bad, because he just fluffed all his rolls, so he will probably kill me in my turn, and then be able to reform and charge, and that's never good, never ever. Chariot against Avatar. The Chariot actually does, I think it's 2 wounds on the Avatar, so 4 left. I do a wound in return only. I just fluffed my rolls, and without the Thunderstomp, the damage just wasn't there. The Treeman, he fluffs with the Succubi and doesn't do any wound at all to the Treeman. Treeman in return kills like 3, so they're just standing there. Another overview of his turn. You can also see the Monsters Infantry. I don't know what to call them. I'll call them Beasts of Nurgle for the time being. Just standing there. So my turn 3. So I charge the Thicket Beast into his beasts. Don't like that matchup, but I need to do something. And I can actually win that combat with some. I should win it with some spells and stuff if I can negate some of his. I know the drones are in the flank as well. Gonna charge his next turn. The dragon counter charges into the Succubi as well to help the Treeman out. With 2 Thunderstomps, a string 6, a breath weapon, and actually the wizard herself is actually quite good. It's a 3 strength 5 attacks, should do some wounds. And with attack from Treeman, I should eat him up pretty pretty easily in the end. This one he's not just go to try to shoot out some drum. If I'm lucky, I can kill one. One is down, 2 wounds left, so if I'm lucky, I can kill it. And here's the fast cab. Both of the units, you can see the one behind the terrain piece, just out of arcs, out of range, stand there and shoot and just be so annoying as they can be. Which they do excel on that. So I also moved up the eagle just to have him in position if I need him. So combat phase, I did a bit of I think stone skin on the avatar, and heals up a wound on him as well, so that's pretty good. I do make a couple more wounds on the chariot. His small, of course, just destroys the dryads, which is never good. The dragon and the dragon between them just annihilates the succubi. I reformed the treeman to just intercept or try to like take on his maw. I'm not too happy about the matchup, but what can you do? And up here you can see he does a wound on a thicket beast, and I kill off one of his beasts. So yeah, so far so good. That's gonna be a grind from hell, but his grind only gets better the more time it goes. It's a really good unit, that one. This is how he reforms. When I killed all the succubi, he didn't want to just overrun or something. Something like that. And Daemons, turn 3. So he did think about charging the treeman and the dragon for actually quite some time, but decided against it and just use his magic superiority. By this time, I've used both my binding scrolls as well, so yeah, he has quite a free reign on his magic. And also, you can see the maw sticking up to scenario tokens as well. So yeah, it's really close match so far. Over here, he just moves up his hounds to either flank charge for combat rests on the avatar or whatever. The drones, of course, goes into the thicket beasts. I actually managed to kill off one in my shooting phase, so it's only two drones left, but it's still a flank charge. He gets some grinding attacks now. It's a lot more attacks coming in than I took the last turn. It's another picture of the whole mess in the middle. Not even that. Yeah, it's actually after combat. Yeah, so the avatar finally kills off the chariot. I think I should have taken some wounds on the thicket beast. Maybe I didn't. Maybe he just fluffed everything, and I fluffed everything as well, or made a wound or two. But yeah, there they stand. So good. So far, so good. My turn 4. I just move up, shoot. Yeah, there's some pictures missing. We actually had. It had taken some time after this point, so after turn 3 it got really stressful, so I've missed some pictures, but I will explain as good as I can. So I've shot some more at the maw, of course, in my turn, taking off even more wounds. I'm chaffing him with my eagle as well, and just he tries to chaff my avatar with his hounds. He tried to, but with the reform after my combat and everything, yeah, I just position him so I can counter charge and stuff. Yeah, so this is really missing a lot. So this is both turn 5. Now you can see I'm actually taking a lot of damage from his beasts. He also flank charges them. So I'm going to start with my turn 5. Now I'm confusing everything. So yeah, the grind is still on. I used my eagle to chaff his maw. He tried to chaff up my avatar, but couldn't really do it with only a few hounds because one or two have died from some kind of shooting. So I managed to charge his general with my avatar, which I've healed up a bit more as well. That's a matchup I really like. My dragon just runs off, trying to get out of every threat possible. And that's my turn. He gives me his champion with avatar in my turn. And then in his turn, he charges the maw into my eagle. I just stand in to, of course, the eagle will die. And I challenge, and he can't accept with anything else than his general, and I just destroys the general with the avatar. Also in my turn, I just moved up the treeman to support the thicket beasts. That's when it charged past. It was a good play from him. I didn't see that one. He had an angle with his hounds to get past or around the treeman into the flank of the thicket beast just to get the combat res. And I think they actually hit quite hard. So yeah, it was a really good play for him. Really good play. And after the maw kills off the eagle, he just overruns with it to get away from the avatar. And then one picture for the rest of the game. Yeah, as I said, it got really, really stressful. I think we went over like 40 minutes into the lunch and had like 10 minutes to eat or something like that. So yeah, I apologize for the lack of pictures. But in the end, he kills off the grind. I do kill all the drones before the thickets die, and then the thickets, and I kill off the hounds. Then the thickets beast dies with like 3 left in his Beast of Nurgle unit. I charged that with the treatment, thinking that I could actually win, because now with thickets dead, they have the tokens. So I'm thinking that I can charge it with the treatment. If I'm lucky, I can break them. Since it's not steadfast with only 1 rank. I didn't kill off a few, and he actually kills off the treeman in return. He got in some really good spells, Lisa Strike and stuff, and rolled quite good. All my shooting shoots at these maw, and he's left with 1 wound left at the end of the game. A bit frustrating, but yeah, I still have a lot of points on the board. I lost a lot, but I still have a lot, and he has lost everything except the beasts and half the points of his maw. Objective wise, it's the counters are a bit weird, but I think it's like he got 4 and I got 2 points, I believe, from the objective. So in the end, still quite a solid Silvan's victory, 14-6. That was a lot more than I actually thought when the game ended. Actually, we control counted just to be sure. But it was really, really tight. I mean, once again, a really, really nice opponent. Really good game. But at this stage, 4 games in the tournament with 3 games that's been really tight and really exhausting. Now I'm living in a dream world. I can think straight. Even if this is day 2, I was exhausted from day 1, and this was the first game I had on the game 2 on day 2. So yeah, I'm even more exhausted until the last game. But with a victory here, I think I'm 4th in the standings, so that's really, really more than I thought. And with winning this one, 3 wins, I can lose my last game without any remorse or anything. Goals achieved. So that battle will come up quite shortly, so stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching.